There's no such thing as mastery with inner work. Hey everybody, this is Steli After with Close, bringing you a little bit of sales motivation for your day today. I'm going to repeat the quote of the day, give you the action item, and with that the potential to make a difference in your day today. There's no such thing as mastery with inner work. What's the action item here for you today? Well, there's something, and you know what that something is. Something that you felt in the past at some point that you've already invested enough time in, that you've already reached mastery in. Something that you're like, well, I'm competent at this. I'm a very good communicator. I'm very empathetic. I've studied, how to negotiate. I've studied closing techniques. I've studied cold calling. I've done, my 10,000 hours of cold email outreach. Whatever it is, there's something that you've been working on, especially when it comes to your inner work, something you've tried to improve within yourself, that eventually you felt, I got this, I'm competent, I know how to do this right now, and you moved on in life. And that was beautiful. But there was also the potential for creating a blind spot, especially if it's something that's been a long time ago that you tackled it. Over time, you might have ignored or pushed away anything that would have helped you to get even better in this section because you thought, I checked it off, I'm good at this, I don't need this, I don't need another book around this topic, I don't need to learn more about XYZ. We all have that level of arrogance within ourselves when it comes to certain topics. And within that arrogance lies the risk of stopping your inner development or the opportunity, if we're humble enough, to take another look and say, well, maybe it's time to relearn. Maybe it's time to, sharpen up those skills. Maybe it's time for me to re-engage in that area, especially in an area that you have kind of instinctively rejected over the past couple of years. Think about one area where you feel incredibly competent, but you haven't done the work. You haven't studied. You haven't practiced in a long time. Put it on a piece of paper and ask yourself, what is something I could do to refresh my memory, to re-study, to reapproach this topic, to resharpen my tools and skills? And maybe I'm gonna approach this as a new white belt again and not think, well, I'm already so good at this, I don't need the basics. Maybe today's the day to freshen up on some basics on something you had thought you'd already mastered and see what that does to you. See what kind of doors it opens internally and externally, and if it kind of puts you back on a journey for more inner growth, more inner work, and with that, more potential to have outer impact. All right, I wish you an amazing day. Go out there and get them. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for more sales motivation.